It's the guts and it's the glory. 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's them handwritten letters from home. It's them sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Hey. From the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California, Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop, and his 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. March in line, march in line. Hey. Hey.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Welcome to the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It is Thursday night with your Thursday Night Thunder Gambler Motorsports Fall Season Week number 5. Tonight, yes, we're here in Kokomo for week number 5. And what should be another fantastic night of racing. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set with a field of 19 drivers signing into the virtual pit area for tonight. And well, we take a look at the racetrack right now. And it is show time because we are about to go racing in heat race number 1. Let's take a look at your starting grid as the cars get ready to make their way onto the racing surface. It's going to be Chris Olvey in caliber 96 to line up on the pole position. To the outside of the front row, driving the Super Dirt Car Series Venom Racing, car number 5, Isaac Salas from position number 2. Going to the second row from position number 3, driving the 513 car, that is Jeffrey Barker. He's outside driving the Full Throttle Motorsports, car number 32 entry, Anthony Morano, lining up out of position number 4. We go to your 5th starter, driving the King Race Design Super Dirt Car Series Full Throttle Motorsports, car number 79. That is Dean Reynolds. And to the outside, driving the Dirt Track Bang, car number 122. Brian Dickens will start from the 6th starting position. And rolling off at shotgun to the back of the field, driving car number 11. That is Kelly Wheeler from position number 7. 3 heats on the program for tonight's racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. And coming off what was a fantastic week last week at the Lucas Oil Raceway. Don't forget, coming up, starting next Tuesday night, the first night, and the Dirt Alliance presents the Flatline Racing Bodies World Finals in what will be a week straight of racing. 360 wing sprint cars, pro late models and 358 modifiers. Qualifiers in the first 2 nights, non-qualifiers on the next 2 nights. Saturday, Sunday will be your EDC and B main, and then wrapping up on the Monday night with the World Finals main events. We'll get more into that one as we go on and get closer to that one. But here we go. Lights are out. We'll send them around one more time behind the iRacing.com safety car. And we're about to let them loose here at the Kokomo Speedway. Chris Albee, Isaac Salas on the front row. Winner of this one will start on pole position of your 30-lap main event here this evening. Let's go racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. Thursday Night Thunder full season. Week number 5 here at Kokomo. Small block modifieds are green. Parker goes immediately to the inside, makes it 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2, but Salas has got the run down the back straightaway. Murata going to follow suit up, stands as does Kelly Wheeler, but right there goes Jeffrey Parker in car number 513. He works to the inside of the racetrack. Dean Reynolds as well, trying to make the bottom side work. Here comes Murata now. The top 3 running 3 different lines, a top, a middle, and a bottom, as Murata now gets to the outside on Parker as they work down into the first and second turn, but Parker coming up to Salas, but Salas has 2 got on the top side of the racetrack. Murata once again closes in on the back of the 513 machine. Again, they continue to go side by side. Murata just following in the footsteps and the tyre tracks of that 5 machine of Isaac Salas, who is your race leader. Battle is on to what was on for 4th, 5th and 6th position. Reynolds, Albee and Wheeler. Wheeler up to position number 6 there. Albee back there in the 5th spot. There's Murata. Finds himself almost a second away from your race leader. 5 down, 3 to run for the number 5 car of Isaac Salas. Jeffrey Parker still content on run on the inside of the racetrack. Car getting a little tight right in the center of turn number 3 and 4. There goes that Super Dirt Car Series King Race Designs number 79 machine of Dean Reynolds, as he now looks to close in. I think it's going to be too little too late for Dean Reynolds as the white flag is out. 1 lap left to go for your race leader, who is already down the back straightaway for the final time. He'll cut to the inside down into turn number 3 and 4. And down the front straightaway, behind the iRacing flagman says, good job driving in heat race number 1. Flag waves. And we are done and dusted for the first heat race of the night. Let's take a look at your results coming up on screen. Here it is. Isaac Salas gets the win from Anthony Murata, home in 2nd spot. Jeffrey Parker in 3rd. Dean Reynolds 4th. 5th will go to Kelly Wheeler. Chris Albee comes home 6th. And we didn't see Brian Dickens in heat race number 1. So he'll have to start tailing Charlie of your main event. Here we go. 6 cars getting ready to tackle the racetrack. Jason Butterfield, the 93, to the pole position to the outside of the front row. Kurt Schatzer from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 39 car, Patrick Spengler. Brian Beam in the 339 from 4. Joseph Musso and Dylan Kinsey will start from positions number 5 and 6 in the 3rd and final row. As we are getting ready to tackle heat race number 2. Who will take this one out? Who will start outside the front row of tonight's main event alongside Isaac Salas? 2nd of 3 heat races here for your 358 modifieds. Green flag is up, throttle goes down, and we are racing as Butterfield gets a good launch to the low side through 1 and 2. Can Schatzer, can he duplicate what Isaac Salas done there in the previous heat race from the outside of the front row? Spangler going to go upstairs. Musso down to the low side through turn number 1 and 2. Now Spangler's going to dive it down to the inside on Kurt Schatzer as they go wheel to wheel through turn number 3 and 4 as they close in right now on your race leader of Jason Butterfield. Spangler, Schatzer really catching the concrete wall. Keeps it nice and straight down the back straightaway. Butterfield a little tight there down into turn number 3. Here comes Patrick Spangler, the training wheels racing entry. Car number 39. Oh, Kurt Schatzer upside down a little bit. Not so much upside down, but somewhat of a 50-50 grind. He'll go back to position number 5. And Spangler still trying to close in on your race leader. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to run here in heat race number 2 or 3. Butterfield again still utilising that inside of the raceway. Joseph Moosehouse moved his way to position number 3. Dylan Kinsey 4. Schatzer back there in 5th position. Brian Beam to round out the 6 cars. But here comes a challenge for the race leader. Spangler, his work on the top side. And around the outside goes Patrick Spangler. And he may have just sent Jason Butterfield. Jason Butterfield, hey, tops up here, but let's go racing. As the white flag about to fly here for the 39 car, Patrick Spangler. Can Jason Butterfield, can he claw back the race lead? Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Spangler too good through turn number 1 and 2, driving away from the 93 down the back straight away. Into turn number 3 and 4. Final time, heat race number 2 is done. Checkered flag waves. Heat 2 done and dusted in the books very quickly. Let's take a look at those results coming up on screen. Patrick Spangler gets the win. He will start outside pole position in your 30 lap main event. Jason Butterfield second, Dylan Kinsey third, Kurt Schatzer fourth, Joseph Musso, Brian Beam for the drivers in heat number 2 to come home 5th and 6th. Let's take a look at heat race number 3. The way they will line up like this, it'll be the 7 car of Bob DeGood to the pole position. Bentley Thompson is slated to line up out of position number 2. Position number 3 in car number 20. That is Blake Chapman. From 4 goes the 18 of Logan Wentz. From 5, it's the 4 car of Scott Rayomi to the outside from 6. And the final car, heat number 3, driving the 007 machine, that is Michael Vecchio. Final heat race of your 358 modified portion. DeGood, Thompson, Chapman, Wentz, Rayomi, and Vecchio. Don't forget the Flatline Racing Buddies World Finals, October 17 through to October 23. 360 wing sprint cars, pro and late models, and 358 modifieds all on the program. Right now, your 358 modifieds for fall season. Week number 5, heat race number 3 is green. And Bob DeGood in that happy and the spooky number 7 machine, looking to lead here on the opening lap. But Blake Chapman now coming up the race leader down into turn number 1 and 2. Chapman is very good on the inside of the raceway. He will take the race lead. DeGood goes back to second. Oh boy, Rayomi and Thompson, they come together. Vecchio just has to be a little bit patient as he tries to get by the 311 car. Bentley Thompson, Rayomi back there in 4th position. Logan Wentz has found his way to position number 3. These drivers are really starting to spread themselves thin here at the Kokomo Speedway. Your race leader, look at him just roll the inside of the racetrack. Boy, this could have been one to watch if Blake Chapman was in the first or the second heat, with the way that he's been able to make this inside line work. We've seen the likes of Isaac Sellers, Patrick Spangler, Kurt Schatzer, those drivers that were very fast on the top side of the racetrack. And who knows how it's all going to happen and how will it all play out in tonight's 30-lap main event, as the 20 car Blake Chapman finds himself with just 2 laps left to run. A 1.34, 1.4, nearly now 1.5 second lead. And the gap is starting to extend over Bob DeGood. White flag is out. Final lap of heat racing action for your 358 Butterfieds here at the Kokomo Speedway fall season, week number 5, thanks to Gambler Motorsports. With your Thursday night thunder and the top-notch trucking, checkered flag is out. Blake Chapman gets the win. Second to be Bob DeGood, Logan Wentz home in 3rd, Michael Vecchio, Scott Rayomi 4th, Michael Vecchio 5th, 6th we go to Bentley Thompson. And we take a look at your lineup or your finishing positions for heat number 3. So there it is, Chapman, DeGood, Wentz, Rayomi, Vecchio, and Thompson. We'll take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back and live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network, live on Ultimate Dirt TV. Main event time for your 358 Modifieds.
There's an immeasurable bond that
In
forms
2018,
between
I was in a
You'll do anything to
fatal
protect and defend
accident.
those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being.
I was crushed underneath a dually pickup truck, and when the car collapsed, it just broke this whole left side of my body. I was in the hospital for 2.5 months, and I was in a wheelchair trying to learn how to redo everything in life. is Ralph Papanaugh. I was in the U.S. Army. I was in for 8 years. I was in military police. I went in for the first 4 years, ended up going to Desert Storm. Then when I got back, I ended up going to National Guard, then got out in '98. After the accident, I couldn't do any of the stuff that I used to be able to do. I started to work out trying to be able to get as much mobility as I can with all the disabilities. And my first event with RWB was CrossFit. And I was like, how am I going to be doing CrossFit with this? Now I've actually moved up to where I'm doing something every day of the week. With RWB, now I do yoga twice a week. I've got a lot more flexible because of that.
Bicep your skull, collarbones to your chest.
I mean, I know that there's a lot of movements that I can't do because of my left side of my body. So when there are people to do a plank, I have to do it on a chair. Awesome to be able to get out and do that kind of stuff. Saturday, I do my bike ride. When I first started, I had my left foot was strapped to the pedal on a wood block. Then I found out about the recumbent bike, and now I'm up to doing 20 miles on that bike. RWB is good with, I mean, not just physical, keeping me in shape, but there's just the companionship. There's people out there and we just talk. It makes the ride go a lot faster. It's crazy to just think about the stuff that I accomplish because I have other people doing it with me. Team RWB has supported me by giving me places to go and camaraderie, and they're enriching veterans' lives like me.
And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of your Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Fall Season Week number 5, 358 Modifieds here at the Kokomo Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brent Wheeler with you for the call live on Ultimate Dirt TV, live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's main event. On the pole position with a 5-car of Isaac Salas to the outside of the front row, the 39 Patrick Spangler from 2. From 3 with a 20-car Blake Chapman, from 4 the 32 Anthony Morano. From 5 the 93 of Jason Butterfield, from 6 the 7 of Bob DeGood. From 7 the 513 of Jeffrey Barker, from 8 the 83 of Dylan Kinsey. From 9 the 18 of Logan Wentz, from 10 the 79 of Dean Reynolds. From 11 the 218 of Kurt Schatzer, from 12 the 4 of Scott Rayomi. From 13 the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler, from 14 the 63 of Joseph Musso. From 15 the 007 Michael Vecchio, from 16 the 96 of Chris Alvey, from 17 the 339 Brian Beam, from 18 Bentley Thompson in the 311, and Brian Dickens is scheduled to line up in the 19th and starting spot, but it's not going to be. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go racing here at the Kokomo Raceway. Main event time. Let's get dirty for 30. Down into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Remember the third heat race of the night where Blake Chapman was able to roll the inside of the racing surface and drive away to a commanding victory. I said it'll be interesting to see how he goes up against the likes of Isaac Salas and Blake Chapman. Well, I tell you what, Isaac Salas, you've got company down into turn number 3 and 4. Salas continues to lead the way, but Salas not getting up the inside of the racing surface. Chapman is going to have to find a different way around. Jason Butterfield rides in the third spot. Spangler Morano still trying to make the outside line work. Oh boy, Chapman, I thought he was able to get a nose up on the inside. Oh boy, just catching the tie is Blake Chapman, and that will give a little bit of breathing room right now to the 5 car of Isaac Salas. Look at the 39 car. Patrick Spangler sending it upstairs, high, wide and handsome through turn number 1 and 2. He's just eating the concrete wall. Boy, the right rear and the right rear quarter panel. Boy, I tell you what, just having a little bit of a nibble at the concrete wall. He's right up on the cushion, as is Anthony Morano. Morano trying to follow suit, trying to follow in the tire tracks of the 39 car. Patrick Spangler still, now he gets around the outside of the 93 car of Jason Butterfield. Meanwhile, Look at the big lead right now. That not so much of a big lead. I thought he had a big lead. There was Isaac Sellers, but Blake Chapman, here he comes. Chapman very good on the low side. If they keep this up and they leave the outside lane open, boy, Salas is going to have to somehow make a choice. Does he want to protect the inside? Does he want to protect the outside? Chapman gets to the inside. They go side by side down into turn number 3 and 4. Sorry, that was 1 and 2. Now we're into 3 and 4. Salas and Chapman, we're still side by side for the race lead. Salas has it by a front bumper. We're starting to catch the back markers, and Blake Chapman will get to the race lead. Now Salas is having to go upstairs into turn number 3 and 4. What can Isaac Sellers do? 10 down, 20 to run. Meanwhile, Spangler still fighting it out with Jason Butterfield, the 39, the 93. Now the 32 car of Anthony Morano sits in the 5th position. Now going to move up to position number 4 as he gets to the line. Barker now goes to the inside, hitting a shade of 3 wide action through turn number 1 and 2. Salas 1.1 second away right now from your race leader. Chapman, we are into lap traffic. Brian Beam, Chris Alvey, cars that have already gone a lap down. Oh boy, look out, Anthony Morano gets around the outside of the 339 car, Brian Beam. Boy, I tell you what, Barker, he's not giving up on the inside of the racetrack just yet. We are past half race distance right now. As your leader, in fact, is just completed. Halfway. Now we go. 16 down, 14 to go. And Chapman very good on the inside of the racetrack unless we see a caution. I don't think anybody is catching him, but right now it's going to be a battle for that final spot on the podium. Jeffrey Barker, Patrick Spangler, Jason Butterfield, Anthony Morano. There are 4 cars within striking distance of a podium position, and just in front of the 513 car is the 5 machine of Isaac Sellers. I think Sellers has finally met his match when it comes to someone matching him here at the Kokomo Speedway, because Blake Chapman, look at this, a plus 3 second lead. This is phenomenal. Bentley Thompson in that 311 machine gets passed by the 5 of Isaac Sellers. Now Barker, oh boy, look out. Thompson just moves up a little bit on the racetrack. Spangler now going to have to make sure that he's got the full tub output. Where does he go? Spangler now is going to have to dip down to the inside. Will he go for the slider? No, not so much a slider, but Thompson, boy, kept it nice and straight. Good job by the lap car. 3 cars already been taken a lap down, and with 21 down, and what a week of racing it has been so far. There has been a lot of flag-to-flag action this week here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network with the Coast to Coast Racing League. Spangler and Barker, oh, he's going to give up third, but no, he fights back on the inside. Spangler's found a line right through the middle of the racetrack. 6 to go at the start-finish line. Next time by for your race leader, Blake Chapman, who has got 4 seconds over Isaac Sellers. Yes, you heard that one right. Isaac Sellers has been one of the drivers to beat week in and week out, season after season. And boy, he's just had his pants pulled right down here at the Kokomo Raceway. Vecchio and Musso, they're both gone a lap down. We try and look at your race leader. He has put a whole lot of cars, and look at him, he's just put more cars lap down. He's put Dylan Kinsey a lap down. He's about to put Scott Raomi a lap down. In fact, he's done so through 1 and 2. Now he's looking to put Bob DeGood, who DeGood is running in 10th position. 3 to go for Blake Chapman. Oh boy, it is certainly his race to lose from here on out. Salas, Spangler, oh boy, Butterfield nearly gets into the side of Jeffrey Barker. Chris Alvey in the 96 machine, the lap car to the outside. 2 to go at the line for your race leader. And again, a whole lot of lap cars as your leader is now down the front straight away. A white flag is out. And again, another time this week we go green to checker, flag to flag, non-stop without a caution into turn number 3, off for turn number 4. He was dominant in heat race number 3. He was now dominant in your 30-lap main event. Blake Chapman has absolutely schooled the competition here at Kokomo. Oh boy. He has certainly earned a right to come up here and park it in victory lane. Blake Chapman is your winner here from the Kokomo Speedway. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on screen. Blake Chapman gets the win over Isaac Salas, home in second. Patrick Spangler third. Jeffrey Barker fourth. Fifth will go to Jason Butterfield. Anthony Morano home in sixth position. Kurt Schatzer in seventh. Eighth to be Dean Reynolds. Ninth, Logan Wentz. Bob DeGood rounds out your top 10, 1 lap down. Dylan Kinsey a lap down in 11th. Scott Rayomi also a lap down in 12th, along with Joseph Musso, Bentley Thompson, both those drivers going a lap down. Brian Beam finishing 2 laps down in 15th position. Chris Alvey 2 laps down, 16th. Michael Vecchio in 17th, and looks like Kelly Wheeler, Brian Dickens, both drivers failed to make the call for tonight's feature event. But, well, what a good time and a good opportunity right now to go trackside to talk to our podium drivers. Home in third place tonight will be the car number 39 car of Patrick Spangler. Patrick, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. And boy, a race that goes flag to flag. But man, I'll tell you what, late in that race, you went to the middle, you found something different. But at the start of that one, you were pretty much live or die by the top side.
Yeah, I like running the top side here. I feel like I could run it pretty hard here. It wasn't there at the very beginning, but then I found that middle, and I wish I could have one caution because I was turning similar a lot of times to Blake, so it would have been fun to have some open track and be able to battle it out. But I'll take the green flag running any times better and pacing around here. So happy to bring home on the podium behind Blake and Isaac. They're two of the top guys in here, so hopefully we get them in the big block.
It's been that sort of week when it comes to green flag racing from green to checker. There's been a number of sprint car races earlier on in the week that have gone the distance, and now we started off with the 358. Did you think here at Kokomo with 17, 18 drivers, did you think that was going to be the case, or did you think there was going to be at least 1 or 2 yellows thrown in here tonight?
I figured there'd be at least 1 or 2, especially when the lap cars are coming in. But yeah, it's crazy. We'll go caution free at a track like Kokomo, but then have 9 cautions at Knoxville. So it doesn't make sense, but I'll take it.
Patrick, well done on third place in the small block modifieds, or the 358 modifieds here at Kokomo. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 39 machine.
Just you and Ultimate Dirt TV for the awesome broadcast each week. Roger Run the League, Trainer Wheels Racing, Down Uncle back home watching, and Dudex Sim Designs for the wrap.
All right, there we go. Patrick Spangler home in third place. Home in second place tonight with the number 5 machine of Isaac Salas. Isaac, congratulations on the runner-up finish here tonight. And, well, I got to say, it's not often that we have this kind of effect on you, but I want to say, and I put this politely to you, it's not often Isaac Salas just got schooled, but Isaac Salas and the rest of the field just got schooled.
Oh man, I got taken to kindergarten. I think it felt like. Oh my God.
I said it during the call of heat number 3. It would have been interesting to see how Blake Chapman was able to navigate through the field with the likes of yourself, Patrick Spangler, Kurt Schatzer, who were able to make the high side work in the opening couple of heat races. He just showed the bottom right from the very get-go. Did that change your mindset going into the feature event?
I mean, yes and no. I know during the warm-up I was hitting some really good lap times on the bottom there, but I was a little bit too much on the loud pedal, and I couldn't really understand, what I was doing wrong. And once I realized that my man was just kind of walking away from me, I was like, well, I might as well go somewhere comfortable and finish a respectful P2.
Well, you certainly had to work for that runner-up finish here tonight, but hey, well done on that second place finish. Hopefully things are a little different for you in the big blocks as we get ready to do battle in that one very shortly. Isaac, good job on second spot, and again, before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 5 car.
Yeah, thank you, Brett. Thanks to all those guys over at Venom Racing, Dean, the Super Dirt Car Series, Magnum Race Designs, Got Your 6 Racing Network, RSN Trackside, Mission 22, everything they do for our veterans, man. Coast to Coast, everybody that's here. Thanks to my Gramps and Top Notch Trucking. Thank you for the broadcast. Excited to see you again. and then thanks to my friends, my family, and then congratulations to Blake.
Isaac Salas, ladies and gentlemen, home in second spot. Home in first place tonight with the win. In car number 20, it is Blake Chapman. Blake, congratulations on this victory. And, well, it started off in that feature event little questionable. I thought you may have got the tyre in turn 1 and 2. You gave Isaac a bit of a gap, but you ran him back down. But once you got by him, you were literally able to drive away from the competition, picking up a 4.6 second victory in the space of, well, less than 15 laps. You must be happy with that one.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. Like you mentioned, I was a little worried there at the beginning after I got the tire if I was going to have any damage, but I knew once I was able to run down Isaac again that my car was perfectly fine. And I was just talking to Isaac and Patrick a little bit. Those lap cars, they worked out in my favor because they were running that middle. None of them were running down low, the line that I was running. And I was able to get grip on that bottom coming out of the corner, and this thing was like a rocket ship. So, yeah, I didn't expect to win by nearly that much, but I was hoping to be in the victory lane tonight, and glad I could get it done.
Now, you done it in the third heat. You went to the bottom. Was it from that moment? Then was that your game plan going into the feature event, knowing that you've seen? Well, I don't know if you paid attention, but Isaac ran the top, Patrick ran the top, and those two guys started on the front row. Was that your game plan? Was just to stick to that inside line and just pray that it was going to be there for the entire 30 laps?
Yeah, absolutely. I really love running this track here, and these 358s are anything really other than a sprint car because the bottom comes in so well, and you can run that bottom. And a lot of other tracks, it just gets one lane around the top. So even before I loaded into the session tonight, that was kind of my game plan, to stick down low and see what I could do. And it was definitely the fast way around the track tonight.
Well, congratulations on this victory here tonight. Before we let you get to celebrating a victory with the 358 Modifieds here at Kokomo, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 20 machine.
Yeah, I got to thank my parents and grandparents for watching and supporting all the guys out of the Krite Sim Racing team. And I got to thank Preston at Epsilon Sprint Wraps and Andy at A&J Custom Creations, Malcolm's Mills Mill Writing, and Galen's Gourmet Popcorn. And you can head over to their website and use code CART for 15% off some of their delicious South Dakota homegrown popcorn. And I got to thank you for putting this broadcast on.
Blake, well done on the win, and hopefully we see you in the big box very shortly.
Thank you.
There we go, Blake Chapman, your winner here tonight from the Kokomo Speedway, which will, of course, wrap up what has been the first of two races here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network and on Ultimate Dirt TV. With that being said, we'll take this opportunity right now to step aside, pay a couple of bills, play some ads, come back with your Big Block Modifieds up on the other side of this. You are watching live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network and live on Ultimate Dirt TV. It is Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Fall Season, week number 5, live from the virtual Kokomo Speedway. Stick around on the other side of this, your Big Blocks.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
For Lucy Olsen, she has her first point. Yeah, Lucy Olsen, talented sophomore.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead. by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles right where they live and work. Through races, service projects, workouts, and a cutting-edge mobile app, our members develop a sense of camaraderie and mutual support. With a growing force of over 200,000 strong, we invite all veterans, families, and non-military supporters to start putting their well-being first. Team Red, White, and Blue is forging America's leading health and wellness community. Will you join the team?
Welcome to Team Red, White, and Blue. Thank you so much for joining our team. My name is Mike Irwin, and I have the honor to serve as the Executive Director. When I founded Team RWB in 2010, our initial focus centered on veteran transition and reintegration into civilian life. But as the large-scale deployments have slowed down, the military's ability to support reintegration has improved, hundreds of thousands of veterans have used their GI Bill, and companies have prioritized hiring veterans, the overall mental, physical, and emotional health of the veteran community still has a long way to go. And Team RWB has a major leadership role to play. And that means that we need you. We need you to close out this video and to know that you didn't just join a listserv or download an app. You joined a team composed of real people, over 200,000 strong, who are veterans on active duty in the National Guard or reserves or civilian supporters. And these people, who we refer to as the Eagles, want you to get involved in Team RWB. Why is it so important for you to become an active member of the team? Because when you do, we know that it will improve your mental and physical health, help you to develop new and meaningful relationships in your life, and provide you with a sense of purpose that comes from belonging to something bigger than yourself. Over the past decade, veterans struggling with the invisible wounds of war and post-military life have told us how important physical fitness has been to them. Running has helped veterans battle nightmares. Triathlons have helped with headaches, and CrossFit has enabled them to sleep better. These fitness activities, along with others, have made them more confident and healthy people. Unfortunately, millions of veterans have forgotten about the power of physical training in their lives. So as you get involved and see the power of Team RWB in your own life, I hope that you feel inspired to reach out to other veterans and encourage them to follow in your footsteps. In closing, I want to again thank you for stepping forward and joining Team Red, White, and Blue. We're fired up to have you on the team, and I know that you're going to be flying the Eagle with pride for a long time.
Well, Team RWB really encompasses the spirit of what it means to be a veteran.
This weekend is all about Eagle leadership and getting together and learning about how other chapters do things and what works for them and what works for us.
It's amazing. Every day is a different event. We hike together, we run together. The fire pit was amazing.
And I know today there's going to be some sort of scavenger hunt, a competition of some sort, so I'm sure that won't end badly.
What's up, guys? How you doing? It's so awesome to be here. Not just an incredible place, but seeing so many of the leaders of the organization that have invested so much of their heart and soul and continue to do so.
Our mission is to really pay back to some extent for the debt that we owe to our veterans.
The spirit of service is not solely for veterans. It's for civilians, it's for police officers, it's for first responders, it's for teachers, it's for people that put the community before themselves.
If you're in the military, you're already part of a big family, but right now you're gonna be part of a bigger family who's out to help those ones who've been out there before, who need assistance.
Just enjoying ourselves out here, but at the same time knowing that the purpose of us coming together is for something bigger that's coming.
And so everyone here is putting their little piece of the puzzle together and helping to build this organization that's saving and changing lives. And I hope that you never forget examples like that of how much this organization means to so many people and your role in it.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate TV's coverage of your Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder Summer, make that fall season, I should say, week number 5. It is time to go racing here at the Kokomo Raceway. It is time for the Big Block Modifieds to have their turn. And don't forget, if you just joined us, we've just come off a 30 green flag run, the race that went green to checker all the way for the 358 Modifieds. Good evening, race fans. Again, Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get set to have a look at what will be, I'm sure, another wonderful showing for the Big Block Modifieds here at the Kokomo Raceway for week number 5. Again, we're not too far away from rolling into the first heat race of the night. We are looking at 3 heat races again. The field of 18 drivers have signed into the virtual pit area. I can tell you, Brandon Templeton, quickest in the practice session. And with that being said, again, we just wait for race control just to roll over into what will be the first of 3 heat races on the program for the Big Block Modifieds. Can they back it up once again on what the 358's done? Well, only time will tell. And again, we just wait for race control to say it's time to go racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. Again, don't forget, if you're just joining us here for the first time here on Ultimate Dirt TV or on the Coast to Coast Racing Network, we are live across the social media pages of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Make sure you hit the like and follow button, hit that subscribe button. It's all part of the big plan. Don't forget the World Finals, the Dirt Alliance presenting the Flatline Racing Bodies World Finals, October 17th through to October 23. 360 Wing Sprint Cars, Pro Late Models, and 358 Modifieds, all from the dirt track at Charlotte. But more on that as we continue to progress throughout the course of the night. Here we go. It's time to go racing. Jeffrey Barker lines up the 513 machine to the pole position to the outside of the front row. Bentley Thompson in car number 311. We go back to the second row inside from position number 3. He finished with the podium in car number 39 in the 358 Modifieds. That's Patrick Spangler. To the outside from 4 goes the 79 car of Dean Reynolds. And your third and final row from positions number 5 and 6. From 5, it's the 93 of Jason Butterfield. And from 6, it's the 161 of Terry Landis. So, as the cars roll away behind the iRacing.com safety car, we are ready for a start. For the first of 3 heats on the program. We'll go around one more time behind the iRacing.com pace truck. All right, here we go. Ready for a start. Green flag is out. We are underway in heat race number 1. Big Block Modifieds here at the Kokomo Speedway. And it's going to be Barker leading the way. Spangler in second position. Bentley Thompson in third. And here comes Dean Reynolds sweeping around the outside. Butterfield goes to the inside. And Dean Reynolds now making the top side work down into turns 3 and 4. Spangler in the 358. Remember, he won it on the top side of the racetrack. Oh, Dean Reynolds, 50-50 going under the concrete wall. Terry Landis now trying to get by Thompson as Butterfield now moves into position number 3. And with that being said, 3 down, 5 to run here in heat race number 1. Landis takes over 4th, but not for long because Thompson comes back at him down into turn number 3. And they again, the pair trade sliders down through the first and second turn once again. This time it is Landis who's going to get the better of it. He should be able to clear and hold on to position number 4. Although, just as I say that, he almost makes a little mistake. Now Thompson to the inside. Thompson gets into the side of Landis. He somehow keeps it going. Thompson now going to take the spot away from Landis, but Landis comes back at him in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Spangler's gone to the top side into turn number 1 and 2, trying to find a different way, trying to keep that momentum up, built in that number 39 machine. Boy, looks good right there through the middle of 3 and 4, but time is starting to run out right now for the runner-up driver of Patrick Spangler. Barker has got it down the back straight away into turn number 3. Up for turn number 4, Jeffrey Barker will start on pole of your 30-lap main event. So heat number 1 done and dusted. We'll take a look at your results on screen. Jeffrey Barker with the win over Patrick Spangler. Second. Third will be Jason Butterfield. Fourth, Terry Landis. Bentley Thompson. Fifth, and Dean Reynolds home in position number 6. Heat number 2 will line up like this. On the pole position, he won your 358 modified main event. That's the 20 car Blake Chapman. To the outside of the front row, the 83 Dylan Kinsey from 2. From 3 with the 63 car, Joseph Musso. To the outside from 4, it's the 17 of Mark Gilbert. Kurt Schatz in the 218 lines up at a position of 5. Scott Raomi in car number 4 will start from the 6th and final starting position here from Coco for what is fall season week number 5. And again, the field will go 2 laps behind the racing.com pace truck, or the safety car I should say. All right, ready to go racing. So the safety car will come in field. And we are ready to go racing. Blake Chapman, Dylan Kinsey on the front row. We are green. Down into 1 and 2 we go. And it's going to be Chapman, but I tell you what, Kinsey not giving up without a fight just yet. Here he comes, Kinsey. Although Chapman has got it, Joseph Musso now battles with Mark Gilbert as they work down through the back straightaway. Good start to what has been a fantastic night of racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. And it still is Blake Chapman, Dylan Kinsey, Kurt Schatzer, Joseph Musso, those drivers. Schatzer and Musso. Schatzer's got the advantage down the front straightaway. Musso comes back in down in the middle of turn number 1 and 2. Crossflag sticks around, 4 down, 4 to run. Schatzer again, really making it wound up and making the engine sing like a Dixie. It is Whistling Dixies in the 218 machine. Look at that baby purr up on the top side of the racetrack. Kinsey still happening to run in the runner-up position right now, sitting in second, but the white flag is out. 1 lap left to go for your race leader, Blake Chapman. There is the 83 car, Dylan Kinsey. Battle is on for the bottom placings as they work down the back straightaway for the final time. Kinsey on the inside, Schatzer on the outside, off for turn number 4. Lap car parked in the middle. That was Mark Gilbert, and Chapman will win from Schatzer, I believe it was. Yeah, Schatzer will grab second. Schatzer will grab a second spot. Checkered flag waves. So we wait for the official results to come up on your screen. There is heat race number 2 results for you. Blake Chapman gets the win over Kurt Schatzer. Dylan Kinsey in second spot. Third place was Kinsey. Fourth is Joseph Musso. Scott Ramey, Mark Gilbert will come home in 6th position. Heat number 3 is going to line up like this on the pole position with a 5 car of Isaac Salas to the outside of the front row. He was quickest in the practice session. That is Brandon Templeton, car number 31. We go to your third starter. In car number 7, that is Bob DeGood to the outside. The 32, Anthony Miranda lines up at a position number 4. And rolling off shotgun at the back of the field in car number 007, Michael Vecchio will start from position number 5. So as the field is set, we are ready to go racing here at the Kokomo Speedway. Final heat race of the night in the catalytic recovery big block modifieds. We had the top-notch trucking 358 modifieds in a race that went green to checker. Salas and Templeton, this should be an absolute belt of a race. Oh, the good Vecchio. Those drivers coming together in the middle of 3 and 4. Templeton! Templeton up on 2 wheels. He will lose second. He will lose third. He gets shuffled back to 4th. What has Anthony Morano got in the number 32 Machine Boy? He carried all sorts of speed down through the front straightaway. He'll do the same down the back straight into 3. Off for 4. It's the 5 of Salas leading the way here in the final heat race of the night. Boy, could we have a repeat of what we had in the 358 modifieds. Could we have a race that goes green to checker? Like I said, time will tell. Salas with 2 to run at the start-finish line, leading the way from Anthony Morano in second, Bob DeGood third, Michael Vecchio fourth, Brandon Templeton. He rounds out the top 5 of the 5-car field as he's now at the back of the Boston Boy. He's had a heat race from hell. I'm sure he would love to forget about it right now. Final lap, Morano. Salas, will he go and protect? No. He goes and sends it upstairs into turn number 3. Morano went to the inside. Morano not going to have enough. Isaac Salas comes away victorious here in heat race number 3. Morano comes home second, Bob DeGood third, Michael Vecchio fourth, and coming home in 5th position is going to be the 31 car of Brandon Templeton. Boy, what an entertaining heat races we have seen. Let's take a look quickly at your results before we send it to commercial break. Isaac Salas with the win over Anthony Morano, Bob DeGood, Michael Vecchio, and Brandon Templeton. Those drivers, ladies and gentlemen, will come away with those drivers will be your top 5 in heat race number 3. We'll take this opportunity, send it to a quick commercial break, come back on the other side of this. You're watching Thursday Night Thunder, Gambler Motorsports, fall season, week number 5, live from the Kokomo Speedway, right here on Ultimate Dirt TV and right here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Welcome to Team Red, White, and Blue. Thank you so much for joining our team. My name is Mike Irwin, and I have the honor to serve as the Executive Director. When I founded Team RWB in 2010, our initial focus centered on veteran transition and reintegration into civilian life. But as the large-scale deployments have slowed down, the military's ability to support reintegration has improved, hundreds of thousands of veterans have used their GI Bill, and companies have prioritized hiring veterans, the overall mental, physical, and emotional health of the veteran community still has a long way to go. And Team RWB has a major leadership role to play. And that means that we need you. We need you to close out this video and to know that you didn't just join a listserv or download an app. You joined a team composed of real people, over 200,000 strong, who are veterans on active duty in the National Guard or reserves or civilian supporters. And these people, who we refer to as the Eagles, want you to get involved in Team RWB. Why is it so important for you to become an active member of the team? Because when you do, we know that it will improve your mental and physical health, help you to develop new and meaningful relationships in your life, and provide you with a sense of purpose that comes from belonging to something bigger than yourself. Over the past decade, veterans struggling with the invisible wounds of war and post-military life have told us how important physical fitness has been to them. Running has helped veterans battle nightmares. Triathlons have helped with headaches, and CrossFit has enabled them to sleep better. These fitness activities, along with others, have made them more confident and healthy people. Unfortunately, millions of veterans have forgotten about the power of physical training in their lives. So as you get involved and see the power of Team RWB in your own life, I hope that you feel inspired to reach out to other veterans and encourage them to follow in your footsteps. In closing, I want to again thank you for stepping forward and joining Team Red, White, and Blue. We're fired up to have you on the team, and I know that you're going to be flying the Eagle with pride for a long time.
And we are back live here on Ultimate TV, live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network, Gambler Motorsports, Thursday Night Thunder, fall season, week number 5. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. And it is now time to go main event racing here from the Kokomo Speedway. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the 17 cars that will take to the racetrack. Jeffrey Barker lines up the 513 to the pole position. Blake Chapman will start from 2. From 3 will be the 5 of Isaac Salas. From 4, the 39 of Patrick Spangler. From 5, the 218 of Kurt Schatzer. From 6, the 32, Anthony Morano. From 7, the 93 of Jason Butterfield. From 8, the 83 of Dylan Kinsey. From 9, the 7 of Bob DeGood. From 10, the 161, Terry Landis. From 11, the 63 of Joseph Musso. From 12, the 007 of Michael Vecchio. From 13, the 311 of Bentley Thompson. From 14, the 4 of Scott Rayomi. From 15, the 31 of Brandon Templeton. From 16, the 79 of Dean Reynolds. And from 17, we count number 17 of Mark Gilbert. Our field is set. And the field is set to go racing. The safety car comes in. We get ready. Off for turn number 4. Jeffrey Barker, Blake Chapman, Big Block Modifieds. Let's get dirty for 30 here at the Kokomo Speedway. And it's going to be Blake Chapman. Look at this 3-4 wide down the back straightaway there on the opening lap. Oh my, where do you want to look? We look at the 3-wide battle. Barker, Morano, along with Spangler. Salas coming after Blake Chapman now down the back straightaway. Chapman has got it from Salas and Spangler. 1, 2, and 3 happen to be 1, 2, and 3 in the 358 modifieds. Just about 30 minutes ago. Can Salas, well, in the 358 modifieds, and again, like I said, not often that I get to say this one, but Isaac Salas was taken to school. Now he's looking to become the teacher and not the student here at the Kokomo Speedway for the Big Block modifieds. Blake Chapman again showing the way here in the early parts of this main event. Salas now goes to the top side, down into turn number 1 and 2. You can see him really closing in right now on the 20 car of Blake Chapman. Chapman very good right through the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Chapman now going to go to the top side into 1 and 2, try and take some of the speed momentum away from the 5 machine. Salas once again, he'll work it to the top side. Chapman works it right through the middle. Here comes Morano looking to close in now on Patrick Spangler. Salas goes to the inside on Chapman as they work down the back straightaway. Side-by-side battle for your race lead. Chapman has got it from Salas one more time. 7 down, 23 to go. Top 4 will go back to the top side. Jeffrey Barker, first car on near the front of the field to go to the low side once again into 1 and 2. Spangler tagged the wall there on the exit of turn number 4. Salas is now going to go. Will he go for the long slider? Leaves a lane on the outside for Chapman, and Chapman has made it work. Blake Chapman, oh, Salas now opens up the door for Spangler to go on by. Morano back to 5th as now making 4th as he'll battle alongside Jeffrey Barker, but Salas and Spangler again will duke it out for that 2nd and 3rd spot. 10 down, 20 to run. So in your main event so far, we have seen 40 green flag laps. Touch wood, we're not to see the yellow flag just yet. Will it come out? Jason Butterfield already out of this one. Meanwhile, look at this Kurt Chatter alongside the 83 car. Dylan Kinsey battling it out. Now to the outside goes that King Race Design. Super Dirt Car Series Car 79 entry of Dean Reynolds. Boy, what a night here at the Kokomo Speedway. 3 wide, Kinsey, Reynolds and Schatzer down into turn number 1 off for 2. Schatzer's got the momentum. Meanwhile, new race leader right now down into turn number 1 and 2. Isaac Salas has got it from Chapman, but Chapman comes back at him down the back straight away. Slider attempt coming from Salas. He leaves one a little lane up on the top side of the racetrack, and that's an up right there for Blake Chapman. Look out, Bentley Thompson. Lap car. We know that lap cars generally play it, but Salas and Spangler come together. Spangler had a massive run down into turns 3 and 4, and Salas just drifted up just a little bit. Now Chapman gonna go down to the inside there on the lap car. The lap car just holding his line right now. The leader and the top 3 cars are now finding a way behind that 311 machine. Salas and Chapman once again down the back straight away. Now again, you throw in Spangler. Morano not too far away. Morano about to put that 311 in his rear vision mirror right now. Does so through turn number 1 and 2. Oh boy, Thompson just got into the right rear quarter panel there of Morano, and then he backed out of it. Good job there by Bentley Thompson. Terry Landis got a lap down. He's now gone back to the pits. We're 18 complete, and just like that, we're 12. We're about to make it 11 to run, and we're a lap away from making it 10 to go. Salas has got that 5 machine all over the back of the 20 car, and Blake Chapman down the back straight away. Chapman again, good right through the middle of the racetrack. He drifts it up right to the concrete wall. Salas turns it underneath him down into turn number 1. Big slider attempt, he gets tight, drifts it up to the wall, but already then Chapman has gotten on by. Here comes Spangler, going to follow the Blake Chapman line through turn number 3 and 4, and Patrick Spangler has the runner-up position at the line with 9 laps to go. Look at the top 3 on screen. Oh boy, Salas and Chapman, Salas and Spangler nearly having a coming together there. Spangler still trying to make it work, and just as these 3 cars are battling it out, don't look now, because the 32 car of Anthony Morano is closing in and now looking to make it a 4-car battle for the top 3 positions. Spangler, first yellow comes with 7 to run. First yellow of tonight, and it's taken. It has taken a total of 101 laps here at Kokomo for this to happen. I thought we were going to go the distance once again, but we were denied. We were denied that opportunity. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because it is still going to go into the history books as a night at the moment that featured just 1 caution in 2 races here at Kokomo. 6 to go. So we make it 104 laps until the first, lap 104. Here we go, a 6-lap sprint to the end. Can Blake Chapman, can he hold on? Utilise the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. Isaac Salas and Patrick Spangler both went to the top side. Oh boy, look out as here comes Isaac Salas. Chapman goes back to the top, down into turn number 1 and 2. A handful of laps remaining. You see Brandon Templeton bounce on the 31 car. Trying to get by Dean Reynolds, Dylan Kinsey there, but we stay focused right now on the top two, as we've done for the most part of this feature event. There's your top three, top four, now throw in top five, back to top three on screen. Chapman, Salas and Spangler, that's the way they finish in the 358 modifieds. Can they do it again? Salas is now, he's biting the board, he's going the big Hail Mary's down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh boy, yellow is out, and that could be the race that stops any chance of Isaac Salas potentially going to victory lane, because once we go back green, it is going to be a green-white checker. So 2 laps. Let me tell you how I think this one's going to play out. Restart, turn 1 and 2, Blake Chapman to the bottom, Isaac Salas, Patrick Spangler to the top. 3 and 4, Chapman to the middle, Salas to the top, Spangler to the middle. Turns 3 are 1 and 2 on the final lap. Chapman to the top. Salas trying to throw the big slider. Clears him. Chapman turns it underneath him. Chapman goes back to the bottom into 3 and 4. Chapman wins by 0.2 of a second. I know I'm into the future, but right now I'm calling the present. Let's see if Blake Chapman can double up here at the Kokomo Raceway. It is going to be a single file restart. The iRacing.com safety car takes a left-hand turn to the infield. We go back racing. 2 laps left to run. Chapman a slow, steady pace. Oh, the left side tyres there of Salas. Well, Chapman made a way out of him. He went to the top. Spangler this time went to the inside of the racetrack into turn number 1 and 2. Salas has got a run now. White flag is out. Final time for Blake Chapman. Oh boy, Jeffrey Barker got tight there. Final time around the Kokomo Speedway down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Salas, does he have enough? He doesn't look like it. He tries to make a desperate dive to the inside, but Blake Chapman once again is going to go to victory lane here at Kokomo. And we're going to see the exact repeat of what we've seen in the 358, but for the second time in a row, parking it up in Brian Clausen victory lane goes the 20 machine of Blake Chapman. Let's take a look at your official results coming up on screen. Blake Chapman, I did say about 0.2 of a second. We're just shy of that by 0.166. Blake Chapman gets the win over Isaac Salas, home in second spot. Third will go to Patrick Spangler. Anthony Morano home in fourth. Jeffrey Barker rounds out your top 5. Brandon Templeton home in 6. Dylan Kinsey 17. Reynolds 8. Scott Rayomi and Kurt Schatzer. Those drivers going to round out your top 10. 11th on back is going to be Michael Vecchio. 12th was Bob DeGood. Joseph Musso, Mark Gilbert in 13th and 14th. And the last cars on the lead lap. Bentley Thompson 1 lap down in 15th. Terry Landis finishing back there in 16th. And Jason Butterfield, unfortunately, just completing the 1 lap and finishing back in the pit area very early on with some mechanical issues. But it's time to once again talk to our top 3 here from the Kokomo Raceway. We'll bring in third place for the second time tonight. It's the 39 car of Patrick Spangler. Patrick, well, you can say it's pretty much a repeat of what we just seen in the 358 modifieds, but this time the big blocks, you come home third place. But boy, I tell you what, you were right there with both Isaac and Blake there for the race win.
Yeah, they're 2 of the best again in these mods, and I was hoping they took each other out and give me a win. But yeah, it was getting fun there, and they were going to start throwing sliders for those cautions came out, so I might have a shot there, being able to take advantage of them sliding and lose momentum, but just how it worked out today, and I'll take home 2 third places.
I thought we were going to go the second race. It was going to go flag to flag. We had a caution with about 7 to go, and then a caution just as the as you guys got the 3 to go, which meant a green-white checker. Was there anything that you really could have done there in those final 2 laps to be 1 or 2 steps higher up on this podium?
I was trying to get the bottom to work there. I was trying it, but I couldn't get any traction on exit. Just too much power and not enough traction, and just spin the tires. So they had the momentum up top, and there's nothing I can do there.
Well, Patrick, congratulations on the third place finish here for the second time tonight. Once again, before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 39 car.
Yeah, just you and Ultimate Dirt TV, everything you guys do for iRacing. Roger Run the League, Train Wheels Racing, Dad Uncle Back on Watching, and Dude X Designs.
Patrick Spangler home in third place, ladies and gentlemen. We'll chat to Isaac Salas, who comes home with a second runner-up finish here tonight. And, well, he goes from 4.6 seconds down to a little over a tenth and a half. Isaac, second place here tonight. Boy, that looked a lot more fun and a lot more closer.
Yeah, glad I could actually, be in the frame this time when he crossed the finish line.
Boy, that was getting really interesting, especially with 10 to go, and then that first yellow comes out with 7 to go, then a yellow with a green-white checker. Did you think that once you got that green-white checker yellow, did you think that was going to be it, or did you think, hey, you've still got a chance at this one?
I basically thought it was it, to be honest with you. I knew that I was going to have to do something special on the last lap, and I'll tell you what, I got close coming out of 4, I guess, but yeah, I mean, it was fun, though.
They took us through that restart. Looks like your left side tyres got the grass, and that could have been pretty much what we can now call the difference maker between a second place and potentially a first place.
Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't spin it out, to be honest with you. It hooked right away. I was like, oh, no, you're too low. But yeah, man, it was just trying to get underneath him and try to time the restart, and just wasn't paying enough attention.
Isaac, congratulations on the second runner-up finish here tonight at Kokomo. Before we let you go, of course, we'll let you thank everyone involved on this 5-car.
Yeah, thank you, Brett. Thanks to those guys over at Venom Racing, Dean, the Super Dirt Car Series for the support, man. Magnum Race Designs, Got Your 6 Racing Network, RSN Trackside, Mission 22, everything that they do. Top-notch truck with my Gramps, everybody here in Coast to Coast. Thank you for the broadcast, and then thanks to all my friends and my family that support me.
Well done to Isaac Salas, who comes away with the second runner-up finish here tonight. And, well, to make it a hat-trick of podiums in the same podium interview order, but this time getting the win in car number 20 for the Big Block Modifieds. This is Blake Chapman. Blake, congratulations once again. Not so much a dominating victory, but nonetheless a victory where you go back-to-back here at Kokomo and you sweep here the modified portion of the Gambler Motorsports Thursday Night Thunder. You must be thrilled about this first-place finish once again.
Oh, yeah. Not as dominating as a 358 race, but a win's a win, and I'll take it, especially when I have Isaac and Patrick right on my tail there. I think Isaac was a little bit faster than I was, but I was able to hold him off, just keep the car out of the wall and keep it straight, keep my momentum up, and I think it helped too that Patrick was right on him, so he didn't want to be too aggressive. But yeah, I got to shout out Isaac for racing me clean there, and a lot of guys will just get impatient when the track's like that and kind of take you out. But this league's been putting on a lot of clean racing recently, which you really like to see.
Just 2 cautions here in the main event tonight, and 2 cautions for the entire Thursday night with the 358 Modifieds and the Big Block Modifieds, and those cautions coming within the last 7 laps. I noticed you guys didn't get to lap traffic as much. I think there was just one car that you guys put a lap down under green flag. Were you surprised by that, considering that you lapped up to 10th place in the 358s?
Yeah, I was a little bit, especially, with this little extra horsepower we got in the big blocks. I thought guys might be, pitching it sideways a little bit more and slowing the car down a little bit more. But yeah, like you said, only 1 lap car, which as a leader, I don't mind seeing just only 1 lap car. But yeah, just really glad I could get around him quickly and take care of business.
Hey, quickly talk us through your mindset on that final restart with the green-white checker.
Yeah, I wanted to get a good jump out of 4, get the tack coming out of 4. Then I got to thank Terry Landis. He was spotting for me there the last couple of laps. And on the previous restart, I went low in 1 and 2, and he told me that the best way around was probably just to go high there. So I went up on the cushion, and things worked out for me.
Well, Blake, congratulations. Second win here tonight at the Kokomo Raceway. This time, you do it in the big blocks after backing up a dominating victory in the 358. Blake, congratulations on going on back-to-back wins here at Kokomo. And again, one final time before we sign off here tonight, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 20 machine.
Yeah, I got to thank my parents, grandparents for watching and supporting. I got to thank the guys at the Kreitz Sim Racing team. Got to thank Preston at Epsilon Sprint Wraps and Andy at AJ Custom Creations. Got to thank Malcolm's Mills Mill Writing and Galen's Gourmet Popcorn. They got some delicious popcorn. You can head over to their website and check it out. Don't forget to use code CART at checkout for 15% off. And I got to thank you for broadcasting this.
Blake went on the win here tonight, and we'll see you back next week. Actually, we'll see. We've got the World Finals next week. Are you having a go at that one?
Yeah, I'm actually running these 358s every week this season, trying to get tuned in for that. So pretty excited for that big event.
All right, well, he's going to be one of the guys to watch next week in the 358 Modifieds. Blake, well done on the win. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
There we go, Blake Chapman, your winner here tonight once again from the Kokomo Speedway. He done it in the 358 Modifieds with a dominating 4.6 second victory. This time, it was just over a tenth and a half of a second. The gap at the end was 0.166 of a second. If you go back to 4.5 seconds, you could find that the top 11 inside that 4.6 second bracket. In fact, 12th place was 4.7. So that just goes to show you the difference between the 358 Modifieds and the Big Block Modifieds here tonight from the Kokomo Raceway. Again, just 2 cautions here tonight in both races, and they both came in the big blocks, both on inside the final 10 laps with lap 23 and lap number 28. But nonetheless, it's been a phenomenal night, and that will wrap us up here on Ultimate Dirt TV and wrap us up here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Let's just make sure. I believe I was told earlier that there is no NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series, and that is the case. So no NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series, but the race is still going. So, until next time, before we sign off, actually let's talk about, very quickly, the Dirt Alliance presenting the Flatline Racing Body's World Finals, and all proceeds benefits go to Team WRB, live from the Dirt Track at Charlotte next week, live here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network, October 17th all the way through to October 23. 360 wing sprint cars, pro late models, 358 modifieds, driver registration $15 for one class, $30 for 3 classes if you are a Team Dirt Alliance member. If you are a non-Dirt Alliance member with an iRating max of 3,000, it is $20 for one class and $40 for all 3 classes. Tuesday, we'll start it off with the 360 wing qualifiers at 6:45. The veterans 360 wing qualifier, then the wing qualifier number 1 pro late models 358 modifieds. That will wrap up the Tuesday night. We'll have a second qualifier on Wednesday night. Thursday night will be the non-qualifiers. Friday night also non-qualifiers. Saturday night E, D and C mains. Sunday night will be the B main. And Monday will be the final night of the World Finals, the Flatline Racing Body's World Finals, starting it off with the Wing 360 Sprint Cars, followed by the Pro Late Models, and then to wrap up the third World Final will be the 358 Modified. Who will be the Flatline Racing Body's World Finals? If you want to know more and find out more information, head to www.c2crl.com. It's right there on the front page. But for then, until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, and on behalf of everybody at the Coast to Coast Racing Network and on the Coast to Coast Racing League, we say farewell. Good night from Kokomo. We'll see you on Tuesday night with the Flatline Racing Bodies for the Flatline Racing Bodies World Finals, starting it off with the Wing 360 Sprint Cars.